Okay, what's your name?
My name is Nguyễn.
And how old are you?
Well, I'm turning 19 this year.
Okay. Who in your family has been most successful?
Well, from my point of view, I would say it's my sister, since she's the smartest of members of my family, and and her life went pretty smoothly. She got a job that she enjoyed, and she also got married to the person she loved, and they are going to have a babies this year.
Okay, do you think you're similar to this person?
Well, in some way, we are blood related. So like when we are like resting and messing around, I think we sort of like having the same pattern of messing things up.
Okay, and how do you communicate with friends?
Well, due to the COVID problems that going around, we couldn't step out from our house, so we couldn't go to each other's house and hang out like we used to. But we still chat with each other through social medias like Facebook or Twitter.
Okay. And did you have a lot of friends when you were a child?
Well, to be honest, I'm an introvert and I don't really enjoy talking to people that much. Well, back then, I was sort of shy and afraid of people, so I tend to keep my distance, and not many people enjoy being around with me. So I could say I only have one or two friends.
Okay. Okay, that was part one. Let's move on to part two. Okay, I will share the screen. And you will have 1 minute to make notes and speak for 2 minutes. Okay, can you see?
Yes.
Okay, your time starts now. Okay, thumbs up. Yeah, you can speak.
Well, to begin with, I would like to tell you about a trip I had with my school to a world historical museum that actually not quite far from where I lived. Uh, well, is actually just out of my neighborhood, a few kilometers. I actually could not remember the names. Uh, we, I actually went with my school. Our destination was heading to the beach, and we kind of stopped by that place. So we could take a took took a break and have the student look around the museum. Uh, we went in there with our classmates and the guide, and we saw, and since it was related to war, we saw a lot of weapons and and old items that like buried beneath the soil for many years in the past due to war and destruction. And we also saw pictures about the fallen soldiers and commanders. The reason why I enjoy the trips so much is because it's actually my first time visiting a museum, and that when I learned museum can exhibit a lot of different things, not just drawings from famous artists. So another thing is that I got to learn the history that I never got to learn in the school, and I was quite emotional there. I admire the sacrifice they made and their achievement, and thanks to them that we have the peace that my country is liberated. And
okay, I'll stop you there. That's 2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, let's go on to part 3. What benefits can school children gain from visiting museums?
Well, from my point of view, I think that with many different kinds of museums, they could learn many things about different subjects that are not that the school do not have time to tell them to go deeper for the students. For example, if they go to an art museum, they could learn about the history of arts and how they grow and become something as big as today. And they learn about the early time artists, very famous one like Van Gogh or Da Vinci, and also this could also help the children to like find that what they are interested in, like find that they are when they look at a piece of fine art, they will be like, I also want to create such a masterpiece. And from there, they started to have a goal in mind and started to like work towards it to achieve it. It gives the student motivation.
Okay. Are museums more educational now than they were when your parents were young?
Well, from what I heard and research is back then museum were more like an auction house, like rare things like antiques or arts as anything that's valuable were displayed in the museum for people to come and like view them, and they would want to and many rich people would come there and buy them. But nowadays you can see that it is open for the public, and there are guides and there are like boards that like tell the stories of that items or that pictures that was taken a long time ago, and from there they give us information and knowledge. And in my opinion, I think it is today it is more educational than in the past.
Okay, and why do many people like to wear fashionable clothes?
Well, I think the reason for such mindsets is probably because we all want to like in the past we wear clothes in order to keep warmth and protection. since we do not have fur like animals do. But nowadays, since we have like modernized, and it's starting not about survival anymore. It's become something that convenient for our lives, that the more comfortable and the more, and then we started to grow more into our appearance, and many people want to look great, and the trend that's going around newspaper and television, that the celebrities are doing, is inspire other people. They want to be like them, and they want to be everyone around them to look at them in admiration and awe, and that's why many people are chasing after fashionable clothes, not to just to look good, not to have like their appearance look great, but also to show off their status, like raising their status in the eye of the public, and also to show people that they are catching up to the trend and be famous, got attention, and through those reason it's become a hobby for many people.
Okay, and last one. How do fashions vary for different age groups?
Well, from what I see, from what I have seen, is well, from for children, you can say that is more is have a lot of colors, vibrant colors, a lot of cute pattern, cute images that printed on the clothes, and it's also more comfortable for children. With the skin are very delicate, so it's more comfortable and safe for children to wear and be able to move around more easily. And when we look at the teen clothing type of fashion, you see it branch out even more. It's not just cute clothing with cute patterns or soft thing anymore. You could see is some of them are quite interesting. For example, the jeans with hole in them, and it's more about what the mindset of the teenager, what they think, and they would want to target them to have them buy more. And in adults, it does not change too much, but you can see more that clothing that suit for working environment that have around more. But there are also things that follow the trend, just like from the teenagers. And finally, for old people, I think it's also not to branch out from the adult, but you can see that some of them are more like plain and more comfortable for old people to like put it on easier.
Okay, very good. Okay, we finished.
Okay.